In this video, I'm going to show you how to apply Guru's waterproofing membrane.
Buy a creamy thin set and mix it pretty wet.
When you're putting it on drywall, take a sponge, wet it down first. That will prevent it from sucking all the moisture out of the thin set. This wall's been painted, so I'm just going to wet these places that have been patched. The trowel size you need is an 1/8 inch notch. One way is to take a scoop, put the thin set on your trowel on the flat side, cover the wall like that. But what I like to do is just scoop it right out of the bucket, smear it right on the wall like that.
Make sure to cover every bit of it. You don't want to leave any gaps.
Use directional troweling, that way you can pull the air out. Once you get it ready, supply your membrane to the wall. As you can see, I have a plumb line here. That's gonna be what I'm going off of.
I like to stick it and just smooth it out with my hands before I grab my knife.
The goal of this is not to pull all the thin set out, it's just to smooth it out and pull out any air bubbles.
I like to start in the center and work my way out, and as I'm smoothing it out and pressing it into the thin set, I'm working out any air bubbles that get trapped under there.
Now when you're doing this, you're going to be pulling some thin set. What I like to do is just pull it right up to the edge, stop about a 1/2 inch, and just leave that build up there and deal with it later. If you're unsure at any point of the amount of thin set behind the membrane, you can always pull it back and check and make sure that you have good coverage. Should look like that. Now you can see I have it lapped onto the pan. So if you're cutting your pan, you're not going to have anything to lap up. So what I like to do is run the wall down and lap it onto the pan all in one piece. You can do it that way, or you can cut it here and add a banding strip.
If you wait to clean up the edge till last, you'll keep your knives clean and you won't smear thin set all over everything.
You can take a wet sponge and clean up your edges. Now you just repeat the process on these edges. Don't want to lap the membrane any more than you have to, so I cut it at a 45. Now work it in with your knife to keep it tight in the corners. And then hold it in with one knife and pull with the other knife. So there you go, that's how you apply the membrane to the wall. I have separate videos on how to do the corners, little techniques that can help for that if you want to find those. But hope that helps.